He expected me to work myself to death until I showed him what that really looked like. When my husband Owen and I started our businesses 20 years ago in Maple Ridge, we were a team. Two scrappy 20-somethings trying to build a future. His business was a luxury detailing service for high-end boats, something people only pay for when the economy is thriving. Mine was a practical supply shop that always stayed afloat because people need what I sell. For years, he made more than me. I never cared. We were partners. But 5 years ago, when the economy tanked, his phone stopped ringing. What should have been a hard year turned into a slow-motion disaster. Instead of scaling back, he doubled down. He took out loans behind my back, bought equipment he just knew would save the business, spent thousands on ads no one clicked. He kept saying next month would be better. It wasn't. We watched the bank accounts drain, credit cards fill, and debt stack like bricks on our chest. I saw the end coming long before he did. I suggested he close shop gently at first, then not so gently. He accused me of giving up on him. Eventually, after a brutal meeting with our accountant, he shut it down. I understood that grief. He poured 20 years of his life into that business. He deserved compassion, and I gave it. I listened. I reassured. I handled all the finances so he wouldn't spiral. I cooked his favorite meals. I encouraged therapy. He refused every time. But days turned to weeks, and nothing changed. He didn't apply for jobs, didn't update his resume, didn't help around the house. He just sat on the couch with this dead-eyed stare, scrolling on his phone or watching Top Gear reruns like he was studying for an exam. Meanwhile, I ran my shop 50-plus hours a week, paid bills, packed lunches, helped the kids with homework, scrubbed floors, folded laundry, scheduled appointments, everything. He didn't even unload the dishwasher. What broke me was last Tuesday. I came home after a 10-hour shift, bone-tired, and found dirty dishes piled in the sink, our kids eating dry cereal for dinner, and Owen sprawled across the couch with an empty soda can on the floor. When I asked him why he didn't help, he said, "I'm mentally exhausted. You don't get what I'm going through." That night, I sat in my car for 20 minutes, gripping the steering wheel, silently screaming. Then came his sister-in-law, Amanda. She showed up unannounced, didn't even knock, just walked into my kitchen like she owned it, sat me down and said I needed to get a second job. "So Owen can have time to heal," she said. "He's been a boss for 20 years. He can't just work at a store. You need to step up for your marriage." Then she dropped her masterpiece. "You working more is an act of love. A second job, while running a business, while doing everything at home, while raising 2 kids." I thought she had lost her mind. Turns out the entire family agreed with her. His mother called crying. My own sister lectured me about honoring vows. Owen told me if I really loved him, I'd do it. I asked him, "How long do you need to heal? A month? 6 months? A year?" He stared at the wall and couldn't answer. Last night at dinner, his brother chimed in, loudly, about me being unsupportive. That was the final straw. I put my fork down. Calm, too calm. "I'll get a second job," I said, "on one condition." Everyone went quiet. "Owen does everything at home. Cooking, cleaning, laundry, kids' schedules, grocery shopping. All of it. Because if I'm working 7 days a week, I won't have time." Owen's eyes widened. His brother scoffed. Amanda muttered, "That's not fair." I kept going. "If Owen is too traumatized to work outside the house, then he can contribute inside it. Otherwise, he needs to get a regular job like everybody else." His brother called me cold. Owen stormed off. He hasn't spoken to me in 2 days. But this morning, when I walked past his office, I saw him hunched over his laptop, the job board open. Warehouse positions, night stocking, janitorial, delivery driver, retail associate. For the first time in months, he looked alive, focused, determined. Because he finally realized something nobody in his family ever considered. I'm not going to sacrifice my entire life just so he doesn't have to change his.